Hey guys, welcome back to another war recap. This time we went up against Alduin's Fury, which is a dragon in Skyrim. So we kind of, took down a dragon, I guess you could look at it. Today's video will be a little bit boring in the beginning. I'm going to do a little bit of an attack strategy, kind of planning and stuff like that. And then we will get into some attacks. It was pretty much the opposite of last war. Last war, the Town Hall 10s definitely crushed it with some really strong Town Hall 9 action. And this war was the exact opposite. The Town Hall 10s really struggled. The Town Hall 9s were right there with us, struggling as well, and the 8s pretty much crushed it. So there's not a whole lot of replay for this war. I'm going to break this war up into probably 2, maybe 3 videos. Some of it will be replays here. Some of it will be in other replays. So if you don't see your 3-star in this video, look for it in another video. But to start us off with, we are going to talk about attacking strategy and how to plan who hits who. As you can see on this screen here, we had 13 3-stars and they had 11. They were primarily a go wipe clan, and then they used, I guess, their leftover attacks to hit much lower weight than them in order to pick up 3-stars. So we'll just take a look at this screen here, which kind of sums it up a lot better. They had their number 2. Their number 2 got the 2 stars on the Town Hall 10. Their number 3 and their number 3 picked up those 2 stars right there. So with 2 people, they got 2 stars on all of the Town Hall 10s. And sort of decent percents, right around 60 on all of them. Then with their other 2 Town Hall 10s, they use those to dip down and pick up 3 stars on most of the high Town Hall 9s. And then they did the exact same thing for the Town Hall 9s, but going to the Town Hall 8s. So most of the mid to high Town Hall 9s cleared the low Town Hall 9s, and then the bottom Town Hall 9s cleared the Town Hall 8s. So you're just kind of like shifting everything down half a rung, I guess you could say. This is an extremely good strategy for the majority of all wars you're going to be in. Especially if you're more of a, I hate to say 2 go wipe or 2-star clan, but it's really effective. It's good use of attacks. Like I said, look here, their number 2 and number 3 cleared all of the 10s and got the 2 stars. Most of the time, that will win you wars, just 2-starring the Town Hall 10s. And then they use their number 1 and their number 4 to dip down and hit those Town Hall 9s. Now, their number 4 here dipped down kind of low and wasn't super successful. But the idea was there. And then you can see their top Town Hall 9s went and hit, 13, 11. So they were dipping down. Even then, they still weren't super successful. And then their, mid-level Town Hall 9s here went down and cleaned the 8s and stuff like that. So it's not a bad strategy. The war looks a lot closer than it should have been. You can see by the percent difference there. It's almost like a 7, 8, 9% difference. It was just really close on stars because we just didn't really perform at the end. But for the majority of all clan wars, that is the strategy that I would recommend for, 2 stars, kind of go wipe type clans. For those people watching this video, is have your best 10s, clear the other 10s, and then drop your other 10s to clear the 9s. Now, this doesn't work when you're going for 3 stars because those Town Hall 10s need experience at Town Hall 10. The Town Hall 9s needs experience at Town Hall 9, so on and so forth. If you guys agree, disagree, put something in the comments below, and we can have a little discussion about it. With that out of the way, on to the 3-star attacks. Like I said, at the Town Hall 10 level, we really struggled. Maze and Kay came through really big on those 2 stars there. Paul and myself super struggled on number 1. We tried to do something like we did last war, but it didn't work out. Paul hit it, and then I hit it, and did even worse than Paul did. So the Town Hall 10s, it kind of sucked. But we had one bright spot, and that was me hitting this base, which I don't really feel super great about. I got a 3-star and it was good, but it's been pretty similar to the last couple bases that I hit. that are all the same style, so I felt like it really wasn't that, I don't want to say difficult because it was difficult, but it didn't require a whole lot of thought compared to the other bases that I've been hitting because it's pretty much the same base. But I started out here, queen walk to pick up a lot of value. I wanted to clear these whole first two compartments to create a wonderful path straight to those infernos. Now I had to be extremely patient on this queen walk because it took like a minute and a half to develop. So if you're going to do something like a really long queen walk like this, make sure the back end you have lots of Valks and lots of it live. So there goes the double poison right there to get those loons. Queen finishes off the expo, targets the dragon. And when you're doing your queen walks, I saw this in a lot of other ones that had really horrendous queen walks this war. You need to get, if you're going to kill the CC, you need to use your poisons. And you need to really, really not use your ability. And if you have to use a rage, okay. But if you have to use a rage and poisons to kill the CC, you're doing it wrong. You need to practice more with your queen walks, or your queen is not high enough level for what you're trying to do. Go down, there goes down the Valkyries. They busted through the wall. Rage spell, jump spell, they all headed into the core. I delayed 4 Valkyries here because I had a feeling everything was going to veer off to the right, which I was kind of right about, and I wanted to leave those 4 to trail into the left side. That sort of kind of worked, sort of kind of didn't, but that was the plan. I used my king over there on the right side to tank that whole compartment while I sent hogs in. Unfortunately, I was super nervous while I was doing it, and I dropped a heal spell out in the middle of nowhere that did nothing. Did some hogs here on the side for those flanking defenses, and everything just kind of collapses and moves through the base. That heal spell was supposed to be right here behind both Infernos and that second jump spell leading out of the core. That's where that jump spell should have gone for anybody who hits this base in the future, I guess. It was a pretty dominating performance. Crushed this base. It really wasn't close. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Number 6 here is getting hit by Rick. Rick had an extremely dominating war. Mad props out to him. He definitely kind of carried the Town Hall 9s this war. I encourage the other Town Hall 9s to take after Rick's example. He's a meticulous planner. He always puts up plans on clash tools, and he's really, really getting into those queen walks. Since he's had like level 18, 19 queen, he's been getting into them. And that's definitely right around that 20 level is where I encourage people to start queen walking. You can get so much value out of this. Out of his queen walk right here, he gets the CC, quite a few defenses, the queen, and in that queen compartment, if I recall, is 2 bombs that were uncovered from previous attacks. So huge, huge value for the queen. That's the stuff you guys are looking for. He doesn't really walk a whole lot, but the value that he gets is what's important. You could walk an entire section of a wall with, a couple outside defenses and pick up like 7 defenses. But if it's not helping the rest of your attack, it's not of value. Here's what I was talking about with the queen. If you have to use, queen on queen, he tried to get away with just the poison there, and he almost had it. But then when he goes to kill the CC, and he used kind of the poison from the queen to start with the poison for the CC, so you're overlapping with objectives, I guess you could say, spell usage. And he's able to kill that CC without using a rage spell or anything like that, which he didn't even have a rage spell, so it was good he didn't need it. Up in the top here, he sends in his golems with a bunch of wizards to create a funnel. And the Valkyries all head in. Some goblins in that CC. It's kind of interesting. His queen at the bottom just keeps walking. He's got a heal spell for those Valkyries. Really, really fan of healing the Valks, because they have huge tanking power under heal spells. Take out a bunch of the Teslas there. The Valkyries keep going. He's got a couple hogs that doubled back to miss the defenses that the Valks and the King missed. Sends in some more support hogs here on the side. Queen keeps walking clockwise, picking up more defenses just to make stuff easier. You know, a couple hogs triggered one of those bombs, but it was pretty meaningless. And the last heal spell when everything comes together. So really good job to Rick. Totally crushed it. Some of the things to recap for other people, like I said, clash tools, make up plans, talk to other people about it. Sometimes things that you see might be something that you missed and somebody else will look at it differently. On your queen walks, if you have to use a rage ability and like a poison all for the CC, you need more practice. You're not ready for queen walks yet. And try to overlap your spells and abilities to get the most use out of them to accomplish multiple objectives. Number 7 here is V-Mote. Rick hit this one as well. I'm not going to show it though because it wasn't a super clean hit. We're just going to draw on this real quick for futures. In stock V-Mote, the bombs are right here, if I recall. Those are the bomb locations. Rick came at it with a Golem Wizard Valk from this side. I'm not a fan of hitting it that way. The method, I've hit this base several times at Town Hall 9. I'm a fan of hitting it that way to clear out pretty much all of these bombs. And then you path in hogs going this way, heal spell, heal spell, heal spell. That's how I like to do it. Rick did it and got it done. Like I say, there's always more than one way to hit a base. It just wasn't super clean. So I probably won't include that in my forum videos, but we shall see. Number 11 here, getting hit by Kit. We're going to hit this on 2 replay because this is a semi-common base at Town Hall 9. But again, it wasn't a super clean hit. Kit definitely got it done, and that is what matters, getting that 3-star. But for, you know, what I'm looking to show, I wanted something a little bit cleaner. Tries to quad quake on the dragon, I think. Unfortunately, that didn't work out. Got a little scared there with the ability on the queen. I'm going to show you guys a trick for that later on with killing dragon with your queen. Wonderful quad quake here. I want to pause this real quick. Quad quakes, the 3 reasons to use quad quake. We were talking about this in chat earlier. Number 1 is if you're a Town Hall 8. If you're a Town Hall 8, you obviously don't have access to jump spells, so you get to use quakes. Number 2, jump spells are only 40 seconds long. So if the area right here, if your troops are going to like come in and then go this way, and then they're going to come back and go this way, and then they're going to go back again and then go this way. If there's going to be a lot of back and forth action from golems, valks, something like that, then you want the quake to have that permanently open so your troops can go back and forth. I think I said 3, but those are the two super main reasons. If I remember the third, I'll say it. So the Valks go in, hit some bombs. They go in. I really like that delayed king coming in case the queen or that wizard wasn't there. The king would have headed straight to the town hall and would have gotten it. A bunch of Valks running around the outside cleaning up. Very delayed golem came in here to tank the backside, which I liked. Valk circling around. Heal spell. That was a really good heal spell at the end there. Bunch of wall breakers. This jump spell could have been placed, you know, quite a bit earlier, but right at the end to get to the last defense, you know. Like, it's not the cleanest attack, but it is a very common base, and Kit made it work. That's what matters. Good job, Kit. The last attack I'll be showing as a 3-star is TB hitting number 12. And I finally get to show a Alduin. So I'm very, very excited about that. TB comes in here, I think with a 1 golem and 2 golem entry. Trying to pick up 2 air defenses. General rule, guys, if you're going for 1 air defense, 1 golem. If you're going for 2 air defenses, 2 golems. There are always exceptions, but those are the general rules. Uses wizard here to pick off some trash and whatnot. King and queen go in. And the reason, there were some other Alduin attacks this war. with queen walks, where they tried to queen walk the beginning part, and that can work, but it's always base dependent. You need to pick up a lot of value in order to make these Laloons work. It's not just all about getting 1 or 2 air defenses, the queen, and okay, you're done. Part of, I mean, you can see, we'll pause it right here. This whole section got cleaned out. I think he even gets that part, but I won't swear to it. But pretty much all of that was cleared out, along with, what was it, the air defense there and there, I want to say. So he picked up 2 air defenses, but he also picked up all of this other stuff, which leads to more predictable pathing for his loons, less DPS, less Teslas, stuff like that. So you need to pick up the air defenses, but you also have to pick up some other stuff. Really liked the Hound deployment. The Teslas in the core kind of screwed him, and we talked about it a little bit. For the most part, the loon pathing was good, or the Hound pathing was really good along with the loons, but those Teslas in the core kind of really screwed with him. As I've said before in other attacks, the majority of the defenses really need to be all around the air defenses, so that everything, the Teslas, the archer towers, the wizard towers, they can all target the Hound to keep it clear for the loons. Not a necessity, but it helps. Excuse me there. So that is it for the 3 stars. We are going to show a couple, I don't want to say really fail, but a couple things here real quick. What am I looking for? This was exceptionally bad, but there's one thing that I want to take away from this, is how to kill a dragon without poisons and the barbarian and the nonsense. So I made a mistake here, dropping that minion, thinking it would pull the loons, but it didn't. And so just the dragon came. But this is what we want to focus on here. So I used another archer, drag out the dragon all the way, drop the CC. You can be golems, it can be giants, as far back as possible. Drop the queen, drop a couple wizards, boom, right there. That dragon was dead in probably like 6 seconds maybe, and that one giant there took about half health. That's it. So you can do the same thing with the golem. I think they walk even a little bit more slowly than the giants do. So that's one way to kill a dragon with a dragon in the CC. The rest of my raid was total fail though. That was the only thing that I felt that I did right. The rest of the raid was really bad. The last thing I wanted to show, Dave the Brave volunteered himself up, and there might be another video on kind of some of the fails / improvements that we had this war. I'm not really sure. Depends if I have time. But level 4 and level 5 hogs, you get the same level bombs at Town Hall 8 and Town Hall 9. But at Town Hall 9, you get level 5 hogs. Town Hall 8, you only have level 4 hogs. You have less margin of error with hitting the bombs at level 8 than you do at level 9. And this totally screws Dave. On first hits, I preach this a lot. On first hits, you pretty much always want to do some sort of go-ho, because you don't know where the bombs are. And if you do the go-ho, you want to try to, at least take out one location, because it's kind of a guess hit on the first attack. And if you don't do a golem, then you want to spread your hogs out a lot. Don't send your hogs in all at once like that, because they come in, that was a good 20 hogs, I think, and they hit a bomb, and they're dead. And you didn't know that there was a bomb there, so you weren't ready. If he had known that there was a bomb there, he could have pre-healed it, and he would have been just fine. But because he didn't know that there was a bomb there, bomb went off, a little bit of archer tower damage, a little bit of splash tower damage, and you're done. Don't do that. Do surgical hogs, do an Asian wall, something like that. Send that golem in to try to test, one bomb spot or something. So props to Dave there. for being brave and offering up his replay. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave any comments, like below, subscribe. I appreciate it all. And see you guys in the next video.